Does it impact me at this moment? No, not at all. Not at all.
So that's Robert Banghart from Shine a Light in Las Vegas, the vice president of the foundation, not anticipating Clark County's decision to skip a well-known homeless population count will have any impact on his organization. That count in question is the annual point-in-time count that is taken each January to track Las Vegas's homeless population.
Try to get a handle on how big the problem is, whether it's growing or going the other direction. News 3's Will Silverstein is live near some encampments in downtown Las Vegas to give us a little more of the reason of why they do this count. Will?
Well, the reason why they tend to do this count is so that they know how to spend federal funding and just their own funding as well as to what parts in particular in town in Las Vegas and in Clark County that they'd like to go to. So for perhaps example, as we go over here along Las Vegas Boulevard in the downtown area, there's maybe an idea to come over to an encampment like this, and they would take notes of the people that are living here, and then they would make some assessments as it would go to future funding, whether that goes to shelter beds, any sort of health care needs that could need to be happening as well. And as you're going to hear here from Shine a Light, they say it's not all it's cracked up to be.
There's an influx of people stopping by the office and looking to cool down.
Brent Novak with Shine a Light is readying for the burning summer months that are expected to continue to bring in droves of people to his office.
You know, we're always prepared for it. It's just another day of the week for us, really.
The nonprofit focused on permanent housing, food, and drug addiction for people living across the Las Vegas area's storm drain systems, known as the washes, is reliant mainly on private funds. So why doesn't the nonprofit apply en masse for federal funding through the county?
The reason for that is we'd like to be able to offer every ounce of help that we possibly can. And if we're restricted to a certain type of funding, then we might not be able to offer what's needed to somebody along their journey.
That takes us to the annual point-in-time count, usually carried out in a 1 to 10 day stretch in the first few months of a year to get an idea of the county's homeless population. This year, the count was skipped. The county suggesting an every other year count will better help determine how to spend federal money.
It's a community issue, right? All community issues need to be solved as a community.
Robert Banghart, also with Shine a Light, says there is better use of the county's time and resources. Do you think it helps one way or the other?
I just personally, I don't think that it's real. It's a bunch of well-intentioned people doing great work, volunteering their time, going out and trying to count as best they can. We have to have some idea, I understand that, but yeah, holistically, I think I'd focus more on doing the work that needs to get done to help people get off the streets.
The former homeless person says the connections and conversations with decision makers in the county make more of a difference than a count.
And how we figured out was every single person that we worked with was here when we got here. They were already here. They just weren't working together as best as they could.
Novak assuring Shine a Light is not impacted by this year's skipped count.
24 hours a day, 365 days a year, we are here to help if somebody needs it, and they are willing to accept what we have to offer. It's literally, when you break down point in time, means just that one little snapshot. It's not that January model taking effect of when people would go out and survey the streets, or in the summertime either. Now, we reached out to Clark County hoping to speak with them just about this matter. They've postponed an interview for a later day. We hope to have a follow-up with them soon. And it's going to be interesting because you don't see the same amount of people on the streets in January that you would during the summertime. And perhaps they're different people as well looking for what they need. And again, calling into question the whole point of a point-in-time count. Jim Toyle.
Yeah, raising some very interesting questions there. Thank you so much, Will.
Our crews went back to this abandoned lot in the Paradise Palms community where some homeless people are said to have been spending some time. That's a neighbor's telling us that. Today, no noticeable improvement on the lot. We have the new videos that we're showing you on the screen and images right now from today's visit. And over the last few weeks, News 3 has spoken with people who live in that community about the lot in question and the area's problems with the homeless population. For those stories, you can head to our website, news3lv.com.